So we'll start our syllabus from IUPAC Nomenclature of organic compounds including regio and stereoisomers. We will start the IUPAC nomenclature with some rules. Okay, so our first rule is we should know about the word root. Okay, so a word is generally formed from two things. Okay, so first rule is know the word root. Okay, so word root, does this means is like we have for a word to form we should have a suffix and a prefix. Okay, so a complete word is generally formed from prefix and after that there must be a suffix. Okay, second rule. Okay, these are some standard IUPAC nomenclature rules. Second rule is you have to select the longest carbon chain. Select the longest carbon chain. You have to select the longest carbon chain. Okay, so sometimes there are some situations when you have to choose between the carbon chains. Suppose you have this structure and here is a branching. Okay, so you have to select the longest carbon chain like this 1 2 3 and this is your substituent. You can't give this carbon the number 4, you have to give this carbon number 4 and this is number 5. So this is your pentane, substituted pentane. This is your suffix, and in prefix you have to add, that is 3-methyl. Okay, I'll tell you in detail how we will give the name of the substituent, how I decided that this is a pentane because the longest carbon chain contains the 5 carbon, so that's why I've said it pentane. Third rule, third rule is numbering of carbon chain. Numbering of carbon chain when we have substituents. Okay, when we have one substituent, what's the rule for that when we have one substituent, and what the rule when we have two substituents? Okay, I'll tell you. When we have one substituent and when we have two substituents, just consider one example. You have to learn the rules. Okay, just remember the rules according to the order. First of all, you have to name the word root. Second, you have to select the longest carbon chain, and then you have to see the substituent. Okay, these are some rules, basic rules. In further slides, what I am going to tell you about the different nomenclature of different organic compounds. First, we will do with the alkanes, then we will do for cycloalkanes, then we will do for ethers. After that, we will do for amines. Okay, now we are discussing the third rule. And in the third rule you should know about I am telling the third rule by using the two examples. Okay, first example is this. When we have two substituents, one substituent is this OH here and a OH on here. Okay, and second substituent is when you have this much, a very simple structure. So when you have two substituents, when you have one substituent, you have to give the priority to the smallest number of locates. What does this means? Smallest number will get the priority. Okay, for example like this, consider 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so I have given it the second number. I can also change the numbering like this. I can also number this like this 1 2 3 4 5. So my substituent on second position or fourth position, I should prioritize this. I have to give the priority to this position, second position. Smallest number will get the priority. Okay, smallest number always get the priority. So this compound is, what's the exact name of this compound is like this. Okay, so you have to give, I'll tell you, I'm not telling the exact name of this compound at this moment. In the later side you will yourself answer the name of this particular structure. Okay, so our substituent is come on the second position, so you have to give the second priority to this. So this is the proper method of naming of a particular longest carbon chain. Okay, so now you tell me, I should give the priority like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. or I can start numbering from here, like when I'm starting from this, from right to left, when I'm starting, my one substituent on second position and other on fifth position. Okay, and when I'm starting from this side, suppose like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so now my one substituent is on third and other is on this sixth position. So which is the lowest one? That's the lowest one. So I have to prioritize this. So this is correct and this is wrong. Okay, so I have to do the numbering from this side. So I'll explain you again. This is OH group and this is here an OH group. So the numbering start from this position: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. We have two substituents, so we have to give the priority to the smallest number, like second and fifth position is get prioritized here. Okay, fourth rule. There is a fourth rule, that is you have to give the numbers according to the alphabetical order. You have to consider the alphabetical order. Naming according to alphabetical order. Okay, I will give you some examples related to this as well. Okay, so you have to consider, like in a particular word there is a prefix, and there is a suffix. Okay, so I'm talking about this. For the prefix you have to prioritize the alphabetical order. In suffix you will generally name the suffix according to the word root. I'll give you a very good table of the word root in the later slide. So first of all, in the prefix suppose there are many prefixes. So how you arrange the prefix? You have to arrange the prefix according to the alphabetical order. Okay, I will give you a very good example. See, there is a CH3 group and this is C. Okay, now tell me like from where I have to start the naming. I have to start the naming from this side. Why I am saying like this? I have to start the naming from this side, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I can name this carbon 7 as well as this carbon because we have only the one substituent. Okay, so the name is like this. So we have two prefixes like this. It's a 2-chloro. Okay, we have 2-chloro and 6-methyl. So how should I arrange that? I have to arrange it like this. I have to give the priority to this C. C comes first in the alphabetical order. So I have to write like this: 2-chloro, 6-methyl. And what's the name of the longest carbon chain? That is contains the 7 carbons, heptane. So this is the complete name: 2-chloro, 6-methyl, heptane.